Estamos al stream. Oh wait, it's in English. Hello. Hello, we are starting the stream. Let me just check the vision. It's working properly. I think it is. So for today's stream, we're going to go through the process of creating an avatar. Straightforward, not adding anything else, anything advanced, just creating the avatar. I'm going to get some references and get some ideas to see what we can come up with, because it's very okay. Because it's going to be maybe more than one avatar that we are going to do. Because creating simple avatars, it's a very fast process. For example, one of the things that I want to do is create a cardboard avatar. The model is basically this. Create a plane, rotate the plane 90 degrees, scale it, create a second plane, rotating in 90 degrees, scaling it. With this vertex, and join this one to the next. Dissolve vertex. There you go. Basically, a lot of the cardboard avatars are simple like that. And for example, we finished the model of the first one. You see, it's very easy. After getting the model, let me just make it this a little bit more to the background. Just barely touching. With a lot of zoom, we can see how near the thing is. So, there you go. With that ready, we can go on the UV and wrap it. Have the cardboard one side and the other. We're going to have two materials. One material for the front, one material for maybe just to make it easier. This a little bit of volume, we can have the texture already in here, not doing something advanced. Can separate the front. Oh no. No, it's not going to work how I'm thinking. So yeah, the easiest is to create new material, front, material, you can see it's one color, the other one is. It's better to leave it as one thing only. going to be cardboard. Going to hide it. The next one is going to be related now to a simple avatar. Every avatar that I do, I always try to start with a cube, cutting the cube in half, deleting one half, and adding the half again with mirror. Why mirror? Because with that I only need to work with one side and add a subdivision surface. With this I can get an idea of the general shape. For example, I can get an extrude here, so I can have a leg, an extruding here, I have arms here, but for example delete this one, clip, and make it a neck for the last part, and create this extrude is going to be faces along normals, so it can be extruded to the side, to the outside. So for a simple avatar, there you go, we have a base. But this is not in proportion of what I want right now. So I can duplicate and start from here to other things. For example, like most characters, the shorter the hands are, here it is. Also, the shorter the legs. With these divisions, I can make a little bit more detail. And for example, I want to make a divisions in the chest area, but right now, because the way I did it, I cannot. One quick, easy way is to select the area, edge split, move it separated like this, and now I have the space, so I can add the geometry. I can have I can have more room to make more details. For example, with the face, I need to go just to make it simple. There's a very popular type of characters that I know that are like plant related magical creatures. I'm going to make one of those just to keep it simple. Maybe later I'll try to do something else, but for these guys, this is the base. This I can make, for example, a leaf top. I'm going to do it directly. By that I mean modeling without doing the mirror. The idea. I can do it with volume or not. Right now I think I'm going to do it without volume. Let's see if that looks good enough. If not, I'll add volume. My idea is to make this thing cute. So because it can be done from the single model, for example, I can make it have an antenna, something like this, like a Pikmin. Let me add the eyes and mouth are going to be separate geometries, so I'm not worried with making the eye sockets. Division. Color. Make it a mirror so we can see where the eyes are. And making the mouth. I delete this and then I do clipping. If they touch, they are now part of the same. Like that, I have a simple. I'm going to extrude. For example, we can go L, Y, and press 0 to make it even, the mouth smaller, and make it go inside the head. Maybe I'm going to do it with a floating mesh instead, making the antenna go from the head. Something like this, just to try it. You can go and add divisions, the divisions, make it smaller. And now with this, you can get the idea of the character. It's less than 10 minutes, the character is ready. We can go and color it, doing the UVs and color it. But before that, I'll always do shade smooth, so I can see the character smoothly. We can go into sculpting, for example. Lay down. Oh, contour none. The idea is to smooth out a little bit the character because it has a little bit of the squarish. The character is not yet applied the formations, so we can still change it to fly. And for example, something like this, we can add a little bit of belly. Just to make it chunkier. And also make the hands maybe a little bit smaller. So he's basically like a cousin of a Pikmin. Because we don't have anything, a vertex on this side, we cannot move to the side unless we edit the geometry like this or apply the geometry. So for this character, when it's in this step, I like to add a new collection, put everything on it, like call it Pikmin closing. And do a duplication of this one. And in this one, I'm going to apply everything. Maybe subdivision of that too. Just to have more detail. Like this one, and join everything. Now that it's joined, I can go and make the UVs very easily. The first part, because it's going to be a solid color, I think it doesn't matter if it's perfect. So I'll do a projection and then just separate everything. The body is going to be one color. So the body can go. The eyes and mouth are going to be another color. Maybe the mouth is another color. And finally the leaf, maybe can have a little bit of detail. So we can select only the leaf, select from view, and now the leaf is projected. For the body, we can go and have maybe a seam on the side with water. Now we have the body divided from front and side, so we can add a little bit of detail. Okay, this is the front and this is the back. This is going to be the leaf. Let's go back to it's smaller. It's not terrible, everything is separated, so we can go now and paint. For painting, what I'm going to do, it's very easy. Select the model, add a new material, and this guy. Then I'm going to add here a new, this guy one. I'm going to add on this size 1048 pixels, and then I'm going to select the color. Black is okay, then okay. Now the character is ready for texturing. I'll go to the texture panel and start coloring. What I like to do is select by colors, in edit mode select geometry, and then in texture turn on this one, it's called paint mask. Click on this and then go to the bucket, select color and select the color that I want. For example, maybe a bluish. Missing texture detected. Okay, it's not assigned yet. I have to assign the image texture to this one. Now it's assigned and I see it in here. Select. Okay, there you go. And the leaf. Maybe the leaf can be and finally we can add a little bit of details. For example, in the eyes I can add here directly the brush. Brush. Select white. Color brush. I say white. Okay, it's not white yet. Why? French. So it's painted, okay? And in the leaf, and select it, go back to painting. Make the strength smaller. We can go from this color and put something more bright. Strength. Texture. Color. This. Yeah, more like a gradient. And finally we can go this. Again, select the original color, move it a slightly brighter so we can paint directly on the model. Now a little bit of without interfering with the eyes or the other. The only bad thing in Blender is this. I don't like how these colors happen. But right now I don't have a big solution. So I have to check it on the this shading with flat texture. So we can see the progress. Right now I'm doing everything with the mouse, so it's also not the ideal, but it's working. The other thing that I can do is soften the colors. maybe that's work. That's the solution. No. Well, yeah, because no, it's still doing the low resolution. The error. That's too bad. One click at a time. That's the important thing. And also the other solution is to make this program, make this image go into another program. For example, Clip Studio Paint, the one that I use, and clean the texture there. Or clean the texture directly here on Blender, but in this area that is the other editor. Something like this. There you go. We have, really purple and bluish. Now, after this, we need to rig it, and that's it. We can send it to Unity. Right now, it's only one geometry. We save the image, so we have the image texture reference. Okay. Let me prepare the other thing. So open Unity, loading the. So we select this character and go into export FBX for this character, only selected geometry. Then after exporting it, we're going to go to the internet to Camo, then load character, the character. Then go to our folder, select the FBX, and load it. The only bad thing with Mixamo is that it not always works, but at least it helps. So in this case, I'm trying to take advantage of this. Select every circle and put it where the thing says, the chin, wrist, elbow, knees, and groin. Then click next. This takes a little bit. Also, now that we have Unity, create a new Unity with the old one. There you go. We can see that it moves. The general movement looks okay. You can see the little knees. That's it. Okay. Okay. It's on T-pose. We hit download in T-pose. Now that it's download, we can. I normally do another file, but because we are working on the same for the stream, I'm going to do an exception, and here is going to be closing ready, and in here I'm going to re-import the model FBX from download. There you go, file, import, FBX, example. Now here it is again. The only bad thing is that because it doesn't have fingers, the program, well, doesn't recognize, Mixamo didn't recognize the fingers, so there are none existent. In the CAT plugin, I'll click Fix Model and let's see what happens. Okay, and now it's ready to upload, but I'm going to add the dynamic. And that's it. Delete this one, and the names are not going to be important now. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to fix before going forward. I think maybe the proportions of the head can be a little bit like that better. Reminds me of the cows from Sonic. I think that's okay. I have to check this in the texture, what happened. Oh yeah, the radius affected. So to fix this, there you go. Now I have to add the paints of the top. Okay, and now for the head. And like the other one. It's always like a top shirt. A little bit better, or less. For the final, I just going to add simple bling. Let's see this ones. Easy. Left bling. Okay, this one. Bigger. Okay, that looks fun. Always change perspective. Always. You never know what are you doing with just one side. So this guy is ready basically. Hello Mauta. With this guy ready, we can now select him, export as FBX, go to Unity Bicep, selected only. Well, that's a preset of mine that it's selected only. Disable camera and lamp. Forward is C forward, and the important thing is disable this one and disable this one. And that's it. With that, the character is ready to go to Unity. Now Unity can import the SDK Vrchat, so the thing works. Yes. So basically this character in percentages, 60% of the process is always the modeling, the UVs, the texturing, the weight paints, the 3D part, and the upload part is the faster one. You only need to load the... Well, in my case, I only need to load Vrchat. Let me also... I want to show it on Vrchat, so I'm going to get my Oculus. Okay, so the model is exported. I have the Vrchat ready. We're going to import packages, custom packages, import new assets, sorry. I'm going to go to my folder, and then in this one, Unity, this one. Here's the model, and the texture is this one. In here, I'm going to select humanoid, apply, figure, and always the chest part is always have to be manually selected, and in the head, always deselect the jaw. And in this case, because we don't have eyes, we'll select the eyes. So in here, apply, then done. In the what else? Okay, he didn't register the right hand because it's in red. Right shoulder, arm, elbow, and this should be wrist, not finger. Right, wrist. Here is correct. Shoulder, arm, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, arm, elbow, wrist. And in the right hand, the simple fingers. Okay. Apply. Muscle settings. With this one, is one of the important ones. We can see if there's an error. For example, it's moving the top part. It shouldn't. So let's see where it's the head, neck, head. Okay. Believe something else. Here in the model we can review where is the problem. Okay. That's correct. Oh, that is not... The right toe is moving the head. Why? I don't know. Okay, that was a mistake because of the automatic read. Head. So that's why this step is very important, so we can see if there's anything going wrong. That went very wrong. So after fixing this, and I can export again, FBX, my preset, Unity, and then in Unity I can open this in Explorer, so I can have my document, my folder, and re-import the updated version. I always use the same name, so it's faster. You can go again, check if it's fixed. There you go, it's fixed. Done. Now, for the final part, I'm going to extract the materials, the same folder, and I have the material ready. There you go, here's our guide. We can go and add component, avatar descriptor, mail. Right now it's 1.6, but if you don't see the little ball, it's because of the size scale. If I add a cube in here, we can see that this is 1 meter cube. So in the context of Vrchat, the character should be, for example, 1 meter. So if we move it to be 1 meter tall, this, one meter tall, approximately. And now I can see the ball that it's 1 meter at 6. The ball is very small, so sometimes nuisance to try to get it on the right place. For example, I want it there and a little bit back here. And I'm going to save the file. Right now I'm saving everything on the main part of the project, but I can make a folder. Now everything is in a proper folder. And like this, I can go and just go to Vrchat, show control panel, and go sign in and upload the avatar. It's ready for upload. These things are only because I missed some modes and the proportions are not human perfect, because it's not a humanoid, it's a little creature. Or I want to add dynamic bones. I have it in here. Bones. Board. And add the head. his head. Now it's working, dynamic. And the other thing that I want to add is the double-sided shader, because right now the material that I have is not double shaded. And I think Vrchat doesn't have the double side. And also I wanted to look more toony. So for the shader, I'm going to import the Poiyomi shader, bring, download, drag and drop it. Takes a minute to load too. There you go, it loads. Now in the materials menu, if I change my shader, I have the Poiyomi, so advanced, and outline cutout. There you go, now it's tuning, and then render option, and cool, and have both sides, top and the bottom. Now that we have that, we can go and select outlines, increase the width, a little bit, maybe black. Okay, that looks creepy. A small outline. Cannot have a thick. It looks weird with a thick outline. At least not a version. Not this version. Well, that's ready, and always change the illumination from for the preview and create a new material that is white. This is extra, I do it for my loads only. And make the background white, save it, and now I'm going to publish the avatar. We go to the scene, select the camera, and move it until we see this guy. And it's going to be Pikmin. Public and upload. That's it. We created a character in less than around half an hour. We have time to create 2 more characters. Have any ideas? Let me know. They can be fingerless and also let me turn on Vrchat so we can see the character in game.
Okay, I hope that we can see what I'm seeing on stream. This is one of my controllers. This is the other. And this is the other avatar that I have. Okay, my battery is low. Here is this guy. He can move his head and the thing moves. His little hands move too. I can improve the length of the arms, but right now it works. I don't have a mouth because I didn't configure it, but as it is, I can add later the eye blinking, but for a quick avatar, it's okay. Also, this is my world. I have avatars here. I'm going to be putting the avatars that I created on stream here too. So if you want to check it out, the world is called by my name and avatars. This is the avatar Strivanovich avatars. You want to check it out? Feel free to go to Vrchat and visit it.
I hope that worked on the stream. It wasn't just a black screen. Okay, it worked. So, just to not let it slide, I'm going to create the things that I didn't do in here. That it's the A, the O, the What does this mean? Is the biceps of the mouth, so the character can talk. Okay. Oh, I cannot do it. Okay. I wanted to sculpt the flower, and this is going to be chin. O-A. And out, just a smile. So, here on the Cats plugin, you have biceps and select the correct ones, A, O, and should. O, should. And with that, you create automatically, based on these three, you create the other ones. Because you create the other ones, you can now go and export this one. The same as the others. Unity, and do the same. Replace it. And Unity, go in Explorer. Use the file. Here's the updated one. And in the avatar descriptor, you have to select lip sync, eyes and blend shape, drag and drop the body, because the body is a mesh. And in here, you can just select the correct one. These are pre-made with the plugin. That you just have to. And with that, your character can have lip sync. Very basic, very straightforward, and needle. Good. Okay. Oh. And for the blinking, right now, because my character is not prepared for with eyes, what I can do is create an animation. For example, I don't know, for the body. Do it in here just in case. And copy. Create blink. The blink is going to be made along a loop. I enable this one, go to blend shapes, go to LB, and go to 100. So the character now can go from 0 to 100 and copy and paste so it can blink. Right now the blinking is way too fast, so I need to add space so it can blink and stops. Blinks, stop. And with this I can iterate, move it so I can see how much time it's good to have between blinks. Click. Click. That's okay. And also I can do the blink faster. Yep. That's it. The character is now blinking. Where is the blink? The blink can be sudden feature. And this goes right through. So if I disable this thing, go to play, oh no. Do it here. It's not a problem, I just redo it quickly and that's it. Always be careful messing up with the hierarchies of characters. There you go, now it's blinking, the animation is in the body, so it doesn't mess up with the animation of the general character. So I select the other body, an animator, this animator, and this is now already linked. If I double click on the animator, it's pre-default blink, link to the blink, link to the blink to the F2, something stupid like. So I can delete this one, save, select the new one, and build and publish. Now this avatar has the bison and has blinks, so it's ready. And upload. And that's it, the character is ready and it's in Vrchat. For my next trick, I want actually to do something different. Table that. I want to add a sphere, but this sphere is going to be used for creating a character with only sculpting. What is a sculpt? Instead of doing the manual modeling like I did before, the sculpt is going to be more organic, and let's see if we can create a creature. See how far can we get creating a monster, something like that. Here's my I'm going to change screens. Okay, there you go. I hope it's working. And for this process, I'm going to be using the standard brush, that's the first one, using Dynatopo. And the workflow is basically going and add more density and starting moving and adding more density again. Doing that until I get the shape that I want. So let's start. That's the only thing that I don't like. The program doesn't know yet that there's things inside that it doesn't merge them. Oh, maybe in the dates they get that. For now, I'm going to let's try to. Maybe the program can crash, huh? So just be aware it crashes. Because it's not like Sievers that is very highly optimized. Let me turn down the volume. Like I always say, it depends of the music. Some musics are louder than others. For example, doing geometry like this is not recommended because the program can't handle it very well. But that's the point of this experiment, to see how far can we get into the program without crashing. I always think that monsters with small eyes or no eyes at all are scarier. Well, more interesting. Now I'm lagging, I don't know why, but the thing is lagging like now let's see if our magic Dinotopo. Hey. Okay. Table Topo. And put out. Let's see the difference. The other thing that I can do is instead of Dinotopo in the remesh, but the remesh always crashes on me. So the other thing that I can do is just make the head and use this guy as the base for the body. I think that's do. Okay, this. Okay, this guy. So from this guy, they're going to create the other guy. Okay. Mirror, mirror, mirror. And also from here we can create finger. Always long fingers help with the hair. Yeah, when you go into sculpting, the geometry gets crazy. That's why working with the model base is better in terms of go from here. A creature like, not that human. Yeah, something. Now let's go and make some faces. With this base ready, well, at least just an idea, Let's see what we can come up in the sculpting process. So if I go onto object mode, do the same, create a sphere. So in this case, I'll do another one. We'll delete. So from here we can use this body as a sketch for creating the real face. So before going into very heavy details, I'll hold directly on the sphere without any dinotopo, because I don't want it to crash. So I'm going to be very careful. Well, not that careful, because you are doing crazy things, monster. It's expected to have crazy shapes, crazy things. Always things like monsters tend to have very big heads, I think. As you can see, this is the geometry right now. You can go into multi-resolution for big subdivide. This is going to be also the process in the future for sculpting. The multi-resolution tool in the next updates of Blender is going to get better. So it's a good idea to start using it. If I do this, it looks more like a witch than a creature. I also want to have more like maybe teeth, big teeth. We go another subdivision. I think what makes it looks like very goblinish is this part. Right now I'm going from imagination, so if I open references, I think I could get a better idea on my, because the idea is improvisational on this screen. So let's see how far can it take. I take this. I don't like that this nose too is bothering me. Maybe actually less nose, more mouth. Yeah, a lot of polygons. Crazy number of. Well, from experience, doing this type of things in ZBrush is way better. ZBrush in that thing, in that topic, it is creating a lot of geometry. Damn, it looks like a furry now. That's not my intention. I think I'll try to make it either on it. Let's see, flattening some parts. Looks like a cow. So far with this thing, not having results, still trying to find an interesting shape. Also, in this step, I can go and let's go to number 3, and from this, let's hope the thing doesn't crash. My idea is to decimate no, it's not going to work. I need to in sculpt mode to remesh. Okay, that remesh doesn't help. One better 30th dot 5. I think that's possible. That's 0. Let's see if it crash, don't crash. Lagging. Okay. That's way too dense. So between that 005 8. I think this is the good one. With that, we can go on from here, and we don't have the uneven topology. Let's save before it crashes. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I selected wrong too. Right now I'm working directly with the geometry, not using the multi-resolution, so it's a good improvement, because multi-resolution sometimes gets buggy. I don't like it. And add a little bit of it now. Pinch. And start creating some creases to define more shapes where they are going to be important shapes, like for example the browns. The maybe in here I can change, have more horns. Important. The better solution to avoid this is to have a good concept art, a good idea before going into. Right now it's not scary because it doesn't have teeth, but if I add something, get it to look better. Oh, it's very. Looks like a frog, frog, frog creature for me. Mixed with a bat. So for example, to give an idea, we can go and add hue, then go and add ray, right, fix. The Q, I'm going to make it smaller on the top. And then add a mirror, then simple deform, bend from, oh, that looks like that, and have teeth. Well, the idea of teeth. Let's see if I do another mirror, but yeah, to the top. And finally, a subdivision surface. Oh. Okay, with that, I can go to this one. Also, adding the eyeballs helps a lot. Thinking about the process. Maybe. We do. Okay. And with the idea of something. Well, I think the time for the stream is going to an end. So for this avatar in particular, more it needs more time than just an hour. But for avatars like the other one, with 30 minutes, that's more than enough to get it on the patch. It was a very simple avatar to make. This one is more experimental. Let's see how far can we go. Reminds me of the Chinese lions, dragon. Don't know what creature they are. They, the festivals they put those things. They have very big heads. Something like this. Another type of I think it's starting to take some shape. Not perfect, but there you go. Rogue-like creature. For example, what happens if I say, I'm ready, this is going to be the avatar and that's it. What I do is make a duplication, this one. And in this case, we have two options, going to the process of retopology and remake this geometry to be less dense, or an easier one, decimate, and then go to lowering the factor with the ratio until we get the usable geometry. Well, not a triangle. Okay, something like that. Let's go dots 1. Right now the poly count is in 68,000. The idea is to get it around 10,000. $7,000. Okay, let's see the geometry. Well, kinda works, kinda reminds me of the other. Apply it. Then fade smooth. There we go. We can have a usable game geometry. And we can start, for example, doing UVs. In this case, I'll go with automatic mapping. And we can start painting on it. Material. And I'm going to create material. Sign it. Okay, we can start painting. We can, instead of doing the brush normally, we can add the texture brush based with, for example, dust or scales. Right now I'm messing up, not doing any particular goal. Create shapes, so get idea. All follow. Here. Have or direct. Because I made the automatic mapping, all these bits are error. So not desirable to have that. For example, if we go texture, we have a texture and add it. To that we have to load it on the program. Or for example, we can directly just add a general texture and that's it. But for today, I think that's going to be it. The idea will be to add this . Oh. Join origin. Maybe have something with more things in the body. Maybe more bigger arms too. We'll see on the next stream. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on tomorrow.